video is a bit different from my regular content and terribly made, but I just had to voice my opinion on it. Okay, so this kid throws a few fits and gets famous.
I can't control my anger.
Stop! Stop! Get out of my car if you're gonna sit here and kick it.
I never got why some people talked out of the sides of their mouth like that. Now, I can't smile with the left side of my face. I don't know, there's just no emotional connection to it. Maybe I had a mini stroke, I don't care.
There are several things that set me off. When people harass my friends, lay their hands on me, like in a rude way, my hands start tingling because I can feel like a rush of sensation go to my hands, and then my body kind of heats up. When I'm like super fired up, my body will start like shaking because I'm so mad.
Fighting off people that are harassing his friends. Now, that's kind of heroic. And yeah, I don't like people touching me either. He probably just got a bad case of hyperadrenaline syndrome. I have that too. I just sat in my room for 2 years, learned to push all emotions away. It sounds stupid, but I can't cry. And I feel less pain and stuff. Because it might sound a bit sociopathic, but I have on one occasion almost laughed at a funeral. And only because they were kind of making the, cartoon wailing while I am messed up.
I'm gonna have to do chores all day.
Don't cuss at me.
I usually cuss when I'm mad, and I don't like cussing around my mom. I usually say something like, or
Who's filming this? Did they tell him to act this way for the camera? Or did they just send some intern in to anger him? You know what we don't see? Is them dragging the guy out.
I have levels of anger. First is arguing. Second is where my voice gets more louder. Third, I'm like ready to fight. And then fourth, I just start pushing them and calling them. And 5 gets fist involved. I'll start socking.
I'll start socking. Okay. I feel like this kid has some of the same problems I do, but he can't control them. Sure, I've beat someone up for making fun of someone. I mean, not my friends, I don't have any. I just like fighting. Is that such a bad thing?
Mainly whoever got me to a level 5, I'll keep on hitting him and stuff. This one kid, he said that he was gonna my mom, and I asked him what the hell he just said, and he's like, I'm mom tonight, and I turned around and I broke his nose.
Is it weird that I find that a good thing?
When I do get mad, I threw my mattress and a metal water bottle at the wall. That's from the water bottle, and those up there is from me throwing knives at the wall when I'm home alone. One time, I got really mad. Instead of hitting my mom or my mom's boyfriend, I ended up punching the wall. That's from me hitting it. Another time, I just ended up stabbing the wall. I just started cutting the wall right here. I sliced it and I stabbed it. I do want to control my anger, but I can't.
Well, JJ, what's up? How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. You got some real fans out here. Your mom and your aunt and your grandmother, everybody thinks you're a pretty cool kid, except for when you get angry.
I bet we're gonna see a fight or him get angry in this. I'm gonna cut this part out if I'm wrong.
How do you do in school?
Pretty good.
Yeah, what's your favorite subject?
I just like chemistry a lot, and we do a lot of fun experiments in science, and then I just like humanities because I'm like really high in it.
If you have just free time and can do anything you want to do, how do you spend it? What do you do?
Hang out with my friends or just like relax and play games.
Yeah. When you say anger is a problem for you, what makes you angry more often than anything else?
Mainly just pushing my buttons.
Like what's a button?
Somebody talking bad about my mom and just annoying me really bad, calling me names.
You did something that I was very impressed with. You described your 5 levels of anger, and you came up with that yourself. Do you know what insight means? Well, insight is the ability to see and understand why you do the things you do.
Okay, they had the definition ready. Any dumbass knows what insight is, They probably just had him say no.
A lot of adults don't have that. Most adults don't have that. But you broke your anger down into 5 different levels very accurately, and you, in fact, identified the first cues and triggers for each of the anger levels. That's really impressive. And it's also very important because when you can recognize the first link in the chain for the anger sequence, like it is now, like when you feel that, you know what's happening, right? It's not gonna be too long before I'm throwing stuff and yelling and stabbing the wall. Or you can learn some new behaviors, and that can become a cue that triggers a coping sequence. So recognizing the first step is really important. And the fact that you've already done that is like huge, right? This is Dr. Sophie over here.
Hey,
He's a
how are
good
you?
friend of mine.
Yeah, it's huge. Do you ever feel yourself going through them and say to yourself, oh, here's 1, here's 2?
Yeah.
Do you think you could stop at 1?
Sometimes.
But if you learn some things, you could.
Do you want to learn? Do you want a better life? What would make your life better?
Not being so angry and stuff.
What? It ends there?